Hello everyone, this is Sean Heather, and in this video we are going to do a gaming performance test of iPhone 17e by playing few of the most high-end heavy graphics game on the highest possible graphics setting. We will also monitor the battery performance and whether we are going to face any heating issue or not. So here we go. So for this testing purpose, we have turned off the adaptive power mode to get any negative impact on the performance. Right now the battery percentage is 45, and these are the games we got today here on our iPhone 17e. Since we got a 60Hz display on iPhone 17e, we won't be able to play any of these games on more than 60 FPS, even though the hardware is quite nice and pretty capable of running them at more than 60 FPS. Also, the iPhone 17e does not come with any kind of FPS meter, so we will have to rely on our eyes that how smooth is the gameplay. So first of all, let's start with Injustice 2.
I'm Batman.
Taste my blade. Gonna feed you to Button Lou.
Prepare for unrelenting pain.
You're a real buzzkill.
So as you can see, the graphics quality is quite nice and gameplay is smooth enough, so we are getting 60 FPS here for sure. Now let's play Call of Duty Mobile. So here in the graphics setting of Call of Duty Mobile, you can see very high graphics with max frame rate selected. I can select very high with very high graphics and max frame rate with very high graphics. So this is the maximum possible combination. As you can see, the ultra frame rate is not available for our iPhone 17e, so I'm going to play the game with max frame rate. Here in the download manager, you can see we have downloaded the HD resource pack to get the best graphics quality. So the graphics quality is quite nice. If you have a look on the gun, you can see how much detail we are getting. Also the cracks on the ground, great amount of details and everything. Gameplay is looking smooth enough, so I think we are getting 60 FPS here. Pretty smooth.
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy in some... UAV online. Enemy UAV spotted. Lost the lead. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostile sentry gun in your AO. Enemy sentry gun has been destroyed. Our sentry gun has been destroyed. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Be advised, hostile sentry gun spotted. Enemy UAV spotted. Down. UAV online. Enemy sentry gun has been destroyed.
Our sentry gun has been destroyed. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hostile sentry gun in your AO. UAV online.
So there is no frame drop or lagging, everything is nice and smooth.
Enemy sentry gun has been destroyed.
Predator missile inbound. Hostile Predator missile inbound. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Lost the lead. Be advised, hostile stealth chopper inbound.
Enemy.
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Lost the lead.
Enemy sentry gun has been destroyed.
Get up, team. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound. Enemy UAV spotted. Heads up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hunter-killer drone deployed. We're losing this fight. Enemy UAV spotted.
Enemy down.
Hostile sentry gun in your AO. Be advised, hostile Predator missile inbound. Our sentry gun.
So as you can see, the graphics quality was pretty good and we were getting 60 FPS for sure considering the smoothness of the gameplay. And after playing Call of Duty Mobile, the device is hot now. It's not super hot, but it's quite warm. The back panel right next to the Apple logo and the frame, this side of the frame on the right side, it's not that warm, but comparatively this frame is a bit warmer. But once again, it's not too hot or something, and the gameplay is not impacted so far. So now let's play Asphalt Legends Unite. So here in the graphics setting, you can see we have selected the 60 FPS, that's the max one. We cannot select 90 FPS or 120 FPS, and then the highest possible graphics setting under the advanced settings. So let's play the game and let's see how nice and smooth the gameplay is going to be. The graphics quality is brilliant. If you have a look on the ground, you can see all of the cracks and everything. It's so good. And once again, the speakers of iPhone 17e is very impressive, just like any other iPhone. Very powerful, great audio quality. Boom. Once again, you can see the graphics quality is very nice. And gameplay is smooth enough, so I believe we are getting 60 FPS for sure. And once again, after playing Asphalt Legends Unite, now the back panel is even warmer compared to after playing Call of Duty Mobile. So this spot frame is pretty hot now, the back panel as well. But once again, as you can see, there was no impact on the gameplay. Now let's play Diablo Immortal. So here in the graphics setting of Diablo Immortal, you can see we have selected the 60 FPS mode and the high graphics quality. Ultra resolution is not available at all, so this is the maximum possible combination. Now let's play the game and let's see how good it's going to be. The graphics quality is once again quite nice.
The undead. What fate has befallen Wortham? Lives consumed by darkness. Get away from those villagers. Change. My mastery increases.
So as you can see, no frame drops or lagging is happening, everything is nice and smooth, graphics quality is pretty nice.
After him! Quickly! I'll secure the gate!
And we are getting 60 FPS for sure. So I'm just gonna leave it here. Let's close it, and now let's play the last game for today, and that's PUBG New State. So here in the graphics setting, you can see by default max frame rate with HDR graphics is selected, and it is also written 90 FPS is not possible here. So if I'm going to select Ultra, then still the max is available, Extreme is available with Ultra as well. So let's play the game with max frame rate Ultra graphics and let's see how good it's going to be. So as you can see, the graphics quality is looking quite nice and gameplay is pretty smooth, so I think we are getting 60 FPS here. So once again, you can see gameplay is looking quite smooth. So we are getting 60 FPS for sure. So once again you can see no frame drops or lagging is happening, everything is nice and smooth. The graphics quality is also quite nice. So as you can see, there is no frame drop or lagging is happening, everything is nice and smooth, graphics quality is quite brilliant, and we are getting 60 FPS for sure, because the gameplay is looking smooth enough. So I'm just gonna leave it here, and now let's talk about the battery percentage. So after playing all of these games exactly for 40 minutes, the battery percentage moved from 45 to 33. So the battery performance is quite nice. It's not bad, it's not so great as well, but it's good enough considering the capacity of the battery we got here. Talking about the heating issue once again, after playing the PUBG Mobile Neo State, the frame is slightly warm, just like the Call of Duty Mobile, not hot, as we have noticed during the Asphalt Legends Unite. And the most important thing is that even though the device is getting slightly warm, the gameplay is not going to be impacted in any way, because gameplay is always smooth, there is no frame drop, jittering or any kind of issues. So if you're a gamer, you will be happy with the performance of the device, but the only problem is that you won't be able to play the games on iPhone 17e at more than 60 FPS. And especially considering the pricing of the device, that's kind of bummer, because if you're a gamer, you want more FPS, and of course in this price segment there are plenty of smartphones available that will give you 120 FPS gaming experience on your smartphone. But still, the performance of iPhone 17e is not bad, actually it's quite nice. The only restriction is of the 60Hz display we got here. So that's all for now, friends. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it useful, then give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe the channel, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Have a nice day.